Okay, this is October 1st, 2024, the assignment. Members of the jury, we have now reached that point in this case where it becomes your duty to determine whether or not the defendant in this case is guilty or not guilty of the offenses set out in the indictment. It is the duty of the court to instruct you on the law that applies in this particular case, that is, to the rules and principles of law that apply. It is your job, your duty as jurors to follow the law as it is stated to you, that is, the rules and principles of law that apply to this particular case. The court does not imply nor you to infer that you are not the sole and exclusive judges of all questions of all of the questions of fact. On the contrary, ladies and gentlemen, you are the sole and exclusive judge of all questions of fact. It is on you and you alone to determine all the issues of fact from the evidence which have been submitted from the witness stand and from the reasonable inferences you may draw from proven facts. Counsel for the plaintiff and counsel for the defendants have the right to make what we call opening statements to you, indicating to you what they maintain that their respective parties will show. The evidence right at the end of the testimony to indicate to you in the summary what all air have shown to you through the evidence. I must remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that the statement of counsel and in the opening statements or in the closing arguments are not evidence. Any remarks they make or may any role they play are not to be considered in this particular case. They're all objections made as to what the other counsel was saying. The court wants to clearly indicate to you that the case is to be decided only from the evidence which was presented and from the reasonable inferences that you deduct from the proven facts in this case. If counsel in their closing argument showed a difference with your recollection of the evidence of the testimony which you have heard, then it is your recollection that counts and not, I don't know, I want to say not that of counsel. The court particularly, I don't know, that the courts have the right to comment on the testimony. The courts does not ordinarily comment on any testimony, but if the court should comment any way on the testimony which has been submitted to you, and if the court's recollection of the testimony is not what you recollected, then it is your recollection that controls. Now, members of the jury, at the outset,